All right, and just like that, we're back. We're going to get the second game of this doubleheader underway in just about 10 minutes. Yeah, it's another team that is gunning for a top 4 spot. 3 teams left in this competition. Tonight we have one of them. It's going to be Stairway to Nuffle versus the Real American Heroes, El Numerino versus Dead Fred, Underworld Denizens versus Dark Elves. 3 teams guaranteed, or have secured their spot, rather, I should say, in the semifinals. Richard Craniums, I Want to Be Like Doug. 5-0-0 is their record. They've yet to play this week, but they're already going to advance in the top spot. Chimes Never Gonna, an Orc team. 4-1-1 is their record, advancing in second place. The White Skull Windbreakers, currently in third place. Doug the Minotaur's team, an Orc team, 3-3-0 is their record. They could potentially drop down to 4th, but they have guaranteed their spot in the semifinals as well. The 3 teams remaining, Cenozoic Park, Nick Satan's Lizardman team, currently in 4th place. Stairway to Nuffle, El Numerino's Underworld Denizens team, currently in 7th, and Maximum Von Cedo, Malik's Lizardman team, in 8th. Those are the 3 teams remaining to try to get that 4th and final spot. And Stairway to Nuffle's going to try tonight, but Dead Fred, if he has anything to say about it, he's going to try to stop them and get some SPP for himself. Doug the Minotaur, welcome to the stream, GG. I'm hungry for some bacon. First up, Stairway to Nuffle coming in a TV of 1,085,000 gold, a full 16-player roster on an Underworld team, as you do. And why is that? The Snotlings. The Snotlings, strength of 1, AV of 6+, super duper fragile. They're titchy. Their bones are made of paper mache, but they have sidestep. They have dodge. That's pretty great. 2 of them have. Wait, what is that? Is that sure feet and sprint? Yeah, one has sure feet, one has sprint. But really, they all have swarming. That means Stairway to Nuffle will be able to set up with 11 players on the pitch. After the kick, they'll roll a D3. They could get 3 more of these Snotlings onto the pitch. Strength 1, AV 6+. Who cares when you're fielding 14 players? That's a big, big gain for him. These Snotlings can be an absolute nightmare. He does have Mark Stairway to Heaven Sanchez, the Skaven thrower, who's leveled up, has the block skill. Being a thrower, he has pass and sure hands. He has block on Black Dog, the Skaven clan rat. He has a gutter runner with 2 heads and big hand. Man, he has 2 heads and big hands, 2 mutations, and he's a blodger. And then he has the Rat Ogre, who's level 3. He's picked up Claw and Juggernaut. I think that's a great pickup. We talked about that in the pregame for the earlier game tonight. Juggernaut basically gives him sort of a block-ish, right? So Juggernaut allows him to ignore the both down result. He gets a push out of that, and because it's a push, if that was his first block, he has Frenzy, he has to follow up, he gets 2 more dice on his opponent with Claw and Mighty Blow. Really good player here, and 2 great skills on Whole Lot of Love. He has 3 rerolls, 1 dedicated fan, 1 oppo. Tonight he's going to be up against Dead Fred's Real American Heroes, a Dark Elf team. They're coming in, wow, they're coming in a TV of 1,260,000 gold. They're giving a lot of petty cash. It's a Stairway to Nuffle. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He has 4 blitzers on this roster. Dark Elves are great because they can pick up 4 blitzers. Those blitzers, being blitzers, all have the block skill. 3 of them have dodge as well. That's 3 blodgers on this roster. That is absolutely fantastic. Of course, he's got 2 Witch Elves. He lost Scarlet early in the season, I believe, and just picked up a fresh one, Scarlet 2. He has 2 Witch Elves. Maybe he didn't. Maybe this is the first time he has a Scarlet. Singular's Loop, GG, man. Welcome to the stream. And then, of course, he has Duke the Runner, who has Dump Off. Dump Off is a tricky skill, right, for your opponent. If the defense comes in, they try to get a mark, they try to take that blitz, they bust the offense's cage, they try to take the blitz on the runner, and then Duke says, you know what? I get to interrupt your action and make a quick pass to someone else. So to set up that cage bust and to go after the ball carrier, you really have to make sure that any potential receivers are kind of taken out of the equation, whether you block them down, whether you mark them, something. Because otherwise, all the work you put into going after that ball carrier could be for nothing when Duke gets to dump the ball off to a teammate. Lots of great players on this roster, but just 2 rerolls, 3 dedicated fans in the Oppo. How do the 2 teams play tonight? Underworld is a menace. They're an absolute menace. With 16 players and swarming, they're going to be in your face. They're going to be fouling players. He has a lot of block on this roster. He's got that Rat Ogre who can do a ton of damage. Claw treats everybody's AV as 8+, which is not a lot, which means he increases his chances for an armor break naturally, which means he's going to get the +1 on the injury roll with Mighty Blow, and if he doesn't get it with the first block, he'll get it with the Frenzy follow-up. Very, very scary player. Dead Fred's gonna watch out for that Rat Ogre. He's not gonna try to tangle with him with his important pieces, but if he can get a removal on him, if he can get the dice on him, if he can get him to the ground, he'll go after that Rat Ogre for sure. The 3 Blitz, or the Skaven Blitzer, the Gunner Runner, and the Clan Rat, the 3 players with the block skill, including the Thrower. I don't think the Thrower is really going to be throwing too many blocks on offense. Oh no! The Thrower's out! The Thrower's out this week! Oh! So he's going to be down to 15 players. Thrower's out this week. Players that block. One's a blodger with 2 heads, and now Big Hand. We saw El Nubarino. I said 2 heads, come on. But we saw him use this player to be an absolute menace on the pitch. 2 heads means he gets a +1 to edge. He already has a 2+ edge. That's great. Big Hand here means he's going to ignore marks, and he's going to ignore the rain like we saw earlier today during pickups. So he can just scoot in there, that ball away, and scoot out. A +1 on an AG2+ already. Ignoring marks to pick up the ball. Ramble On is going to be a target for Dead Fred as well. He has to be careful of these swarming players. He's really got to be careful of Stairway to Nuffle being able to dominate the pitch, control the pitch with all these players. Snotlings, if there are a number of Snotlings on the pitch, go after them with a strength of 1. It's a guaranteed 3-die block unless you go after them with a 2+ player, which is not a problem for Dead Fred tonight. Take those Snotlings out of the equation. But if you can, absolutely. You want to reduce those Snotlings down so that El Nubarino just doesn't have enough players to really do a whole lot with. El Nubarino, on the other hand, he's going to want to make the best of what he has. Whether he's on offense or defense to start with, it's good for him either way. On defense, he guarantees he has his full roster. On offense, he'll have more than 11 to try to score the ball. That Skaven Blitzer, the Gutter Runner, an absolute powerhouse that Dead Fred's going to have to watch out for. Dead Fred's also going to have to mind his rerolls. With just 2 rerolls, you can bet El Nubarino with 12 players, 13 players, 14 players on the pitch. He's going to try to control the rerolls of his opponent. He's going to try to force Dead Fred to burn through both rerolls early so that Stairway to Nuffle, now he knows his odds for actions are a lot better than Dead Fred's. Dead Fred's going to have to be careful of that. Dead Fred, or I should say El Nubarino on Dead Fred's team, he can't rest on his laurels. He has a lot of great pieces. He's got a lot of players, but 3 blodgers, 4 blockers, and the Witch Elves. The Witch Elves have Frenzy and they have Dodge. A lot of players forget they have Jump Up. They don't forget that they have Jump Up, but they forget that Jump Up means that these Witch Elves, when they are prone, they don't spend 3 MA to stand up. They can stand up, spend nothing. They can stand up and block. They can stand up and then move their full distance for a blitz. These Witch Elves can control the sidelines. So El Nubarino really has to be careful of putting players on those sidelines. The Snotlings, of course, have sidestep, so they're safe if it weren't for the fact that they eat 3-die blocks with an AV of 6+. And they're titchy. So they have to be very, very careful about not respecting these key players on Dead Fred's team. Dead Fred, if he can take advantage of the block and the Witch Elves, he'll be in good shape. He'll be able to remove those Snotlings, and if he can do that early enough, he'll have an advantage. Both teams able to score fairly quickly. This could be a high-scoring game. I think it's going to be exciting and down to the wire, just because of all the speed and the block that's in play. Speed, dodge, and a few players with block on each team. Boy, all right. Again, Stairway to Nuffle needs a win here if they want to have a hope at making the semifinals here. So, of course, they're not going to be playing for a draw. They're playing for a win. Elder Green says, I really want to fire Mark Sanchez after his performance versus JJ last week and go back to the Jets for all I care. I don't really know football. I mean, I know the game of football. I played it in high school. But I don't know, like, professional football players or anything. I actually find it really confusing that they renamed GFI to Rush, just because I think of Rush as running, which I guess that's sort of what a rush is, but rush is really more like a sprint or something. But like any sort of running yards, I consider rushing yards. Stairway to Nuffle, the home team for this evening. There you can see the real American heroes. Yo, Joe. All of the snotlights. Oh, boy. 5 fan factor for the real American heroes. 2 for Stairway to Nuffle. Earnings work a little differently in this version of the rules. You combine your fan factor divided by 2, round up. That's how much money, that's how much gold you get times 10,000, and then you get 10,000 more for each touchdown. 175,000 gold and petty cash going to Stairway to Nuffle. They want to win. Probably not going to be a wizard, but I hope it's a wizard. I hope to see our first wizard. I mean, I don't think a wizard would necessarily be a bad pickup. I'm not sure it's his best pickup, though. Is that leader? Helmet Wolf with leader? But he's a secret weapon. I don't know. I don't know about that. He is going to pick up Helmet Wolf. All right. So he's got chainsaw and leader, it looks like. I think that's leader anyway. And then he can pick up a cheerleader or a coach. He's going to go with the coach. He wants the reroll. So he's going to have Helmet Wolf for a drive. Which drive that'll be, who can say? Stairway to Nuffle wins the coin toss. We'll see if they choose offense or defense to start with. Clear skies for this game. SP Beaver asks, is there a way to look at your team's star players outside of the inducement phase? I don't think so. Unless you just have the rulebook handy. I don't think so. Stairway to Nuffle, considering if they would be on offense or defense. They're going to decide to start on offense. I don't think it's a bad choice. I think they could have gone either way on that. Real American Heroes with a 12-player roster. They're going to set up an anchor defense, it looks like. I might want to screen out this team here. This team, I mean, they're not as fast as the Elves for sure, but they do have the Gutter Runner, who is faster than anyone else. It would be extremely helpful if you could look at your star players outside of games. It would be extremely helpful if you could just look at the inducements period outside of the games. Ted Fred deciding to shuffle around his standard anchor a little bit. He's got 3 linemen on the line. They're all strength 3. Protecting those Witch Elves in the back row here. And now Stairway to Nuffle to set up their offense. So they're There's a, I don't know if I call it a bug, more like an oversight. There's no depth charts to the formations on in Blood Bowl 3, so he's lost some players over time and bought new snotlings and stuff. So it's starting him with whatever players were in his playbook. They are still there, but then it doesn't fill in the gaps. So you have to manually pull your people over. Starting this drive with Helmet Wolf. So this will be Helmet Wolf's drive. Let's see if that's leader. No, that's pro. That's pro. All right. All right. So he's got pro and he's got chainsaw. And then he has stand firm, of course. Strength of 3. Naturally ramble on. The gutter runner back to receive. Here's the kick now. 6-player line for Stairway to Nuffle. 4 backs. And now Stairway to Nuffle gets their swarming roll. They get 2 of the 3. So they'll have a 13-player offense. Weather's going to stay the same. The ball ends up on the 8-yard line to get this game underway. Turn 1 now for Stairway to Nuffle. Stairway to Nuffle needs a win if they have a hope of making the cut. A draw will not cut it. Goes straight for the 2+ ball pickup right out of the gate. Moves that ball over to the right side of the pitch. Doesn't have sure hands on that player. And now a 2-die block at the line with the royal blue dice. Gets a pal here with number 9, or against number 9. No armor break on that block. Second block on the line gets a push against Tomax, the number 5 lineman. And the third and final block on the line. This will be a push as well. Communication breakdown. It's going to push away Shipwreck. Speaking of navies. 19 seconds left on the clock for Stairway to Nuffle. 7 minutes, 30 seconds for both coaches in bonus time they get to spend throughout the course of the game. And now they take a mark on Destro. Destro, the number 1 blitzer, he's a blodger. Only a POW will knock... I think I said POW. Only a POW will knock down Destro. Maybe a pal will knock down Destro. Who could say? Try to blitz Destro. Fails the animal savagery roll. He's going to have to beat up a snotling. And he hurt him. Oh, he hurt him. 3-die blitz gets a POW on Destro here. Can't break armor. Oh, sure. There you go. Repositioning players to keep this ball protected. Helmet Wolf on the foul. Lots of assists. The value of the chainsaw. Doesn't get called off the pitch. Well done. Dead Fred decides not to use the apothecary on that blodger. Helmet Wolf coming in with the chainsaw. Oh, not allowed in the game of Blood Bowl, but the ref couldn't see it through all those players. He doesn't question it when it's in his hands. He just thinks it's ornamental. Turn one for the Real American Heroes. Dead Fred deciding where he wants his defense to be. He's got to watch out for Helmet Wolf. He's going to be fouling a whole lot. Yeah. Gonna start off with a blitz. 2-die blitz on Houses of the Holy. He's hunting these skinks. I'm sorry, skinks. He's hunting these low strength players, going after the goblin. Only gets a push here. One action, down to 14 seconds on the clock. Oh no. Tried to dodge out Zartan. Typically be a 2+ dodge, but whole lot of love was marking him. He has a prehensile tail. Makes that a 3+. Failed the dodge. Stunned for his trouble. That is another blodger who's in trouble. You can bet Helmet Wolf's going to go after him. Block on Flint to occur first. Two-die block here. Gets a push on Flint. He's looking for a little more, but that's okay. Plenty of blocks left to take. Elects not to follow up. This might be indicative of him not moving the ball. Another push on Flint. I don't know. I don't want to say her name. I don't know what the talking electronic assistant just said. 3-die block on Flint this time, gets the knockdown. Well done. You can get 3. You could get 4 assists on Zartan if he wishes. I don't think he needs that many, not with Helmet Wolf on the pitch. Takes a mark on Hawk. Hawk, the third blodger. Going for what looks to be a pass. Declares a pass with Ramble On. Might have been a misclick there. Under 6 minutes in the bonus clock. Stairway to Nuffle. Repositioning his team to keep the ball carrier safe. Taking the blitz on Hawk. It's going to be a dodge push. Great blitz on Hawk there. Really, the knockdown would have been great, but that push was huge. That's really going to effectively push Hawk out of position to freely get on the ball carrier. And now Helmet Wolf with another foul. Flint off the pitch. The ref saw nothing. Come on, ref. Get your head in the game, ref. Turn 2 for the Real American Heroes. They've lost 2 players in as many turns. Three total removals, 2 for the Real American Heroes, all 3 done by Stairway to Nuffle. The Rat Ogre got really mad at a snotling. Like the Vintar says, Chainsaw doing work. Yes, indeed. Yes, it is. Doing a great job so far. Turned out to it's shaping up to be a good inducement pickup. Failed the dodge, or failed the rush here. I think he's got to spend the reroll. He only has 2. He's thinking about it. Yeah. Goes in on the blitz. Only gets a push out of this. Doesn't want to spend his final team reroll here. Failed that rush. That was, as we were mentioning last turn, that was a great block by El Nubarino. Just to push Hawk out of the way to disallow him from freely getting up his ball carrier, and now had to rush into position. Takes a mark on Dancing Days. Blitz has been spent. That gutter runner is a blodger. Yeah, has to fill the gap in here. Even if he set up a couple of columns, ramble on with 2 heads, 2 heads, AG2. He might take those dodges. So you just gotta fill in the spaces to prevent him from moving through. He certainly wouldn't do it. He wouldn't dodge through that on this turn, of course. But say it was turn 8, and he had a column to dodge through. He might just do it. Turn 3 back to Stairway to Nuffle. They have the ball on the opposing 2-yard line. Ball carrier standing fearlessly next to Helmet Wolf in that massive chainsaw. I'm going to call it a chain sword. I'm going to call it a chain sword. Gets the sets up the 3-die blitz on Snake Eyes. Gets a push out of this. I'm sorry? Oh, got the knockdown. I thought those were 2 pushes. I was like, how'd that happen? Gets a stun, breaks armor again with Whole Lot of Love. He's got 4 assists for a potential foul on Snake Eyes. Helmet Wolf would have to dodge away to do it. Oh, no, he wouldn't. Helmet Wolf is on his team next to his ball carrier. Activates the pass action again with Ramble On. I'm not sure what that's about. Maybe it's like a best practice or something where he says, you know what, that's the ball carrier. If anyone's passing, it's going to be him. I'll click it first. And then if I don't want to pass, I don't pass. I'm not sure. Five assists for the Helmet Wolf. Foul on Snake Eyes. It's going to make that a 4+. Oh, Snake Eyes, come on, baby. I believe in you, buddy. Oh, ho, ho! Wow! The ref finally sees something. Gets a stun. That's a good stun there, but didn't get a removal, and Helmet Wolf has been called off the pitch. So it's all tied up now. Oh no, it's not tied up. It's 11v9. So 2-man player advantage for Stairway to Nuffle. Boot Polish demands death. Get the ref. Well, Helmet Wolf did his job. It's just a shame he was only in for 3 turns, but 2 removals and a stun, fair enough. 2 permanent removals, I should say. One of which is a blodger. I mean, that's great. Bootball says Snotling's in trouble. Snotlings are always in trouble. Zartan's gonna stand up and reposition in front of this ball carrier. This ball carrier is MA9, remember, so he is already in scoring position. These gutter runners only have to get 2 spaces across the line of scrimmage, and then they can score natively. Give them sprint, and they only have to get 1 space across the line of scrimmage. It used to be that they could score from their half of the pitch. But apparently you can't do that anymore. Three-die block on Misty Mountain Hop. Decides to go for the push result. Didn't want to risk the both down. And all these Snotlings have sidesteps, so El Nubarino gets to decide where they're going to go. Now a 3-die on Dancing Days. Another dodge push here. Decides to, El Nubarino decides to push his Snotling back, forward. Let's say back. Let's say forward. Oh no! Oh, I think he'll spend the oppo here. Tried to rush in the Witch Elf on the blitz. Failed the 2+ dodge. SP Beaver, thank you for the bits. With the emergency rush warning, he elected not to use the Apothecary, so the Baroness is out for the rest of the game. 2 blodgers removed, one of which is a Witch Elf. One of which is a Witch Elf. Boy. 3 turns down for Dead Fred. 3 players removed from the team. They're down to 8 on their side. Stairway to Nuffle continuing to target these elven players. Dark Elves a little more resilient than other elves. They have an AV of 9+ on a few players. Some of the players like the Witch Elf only have an AV of 8+. One elf removed per turn. Right on track. Stairway to Nuffle in full control of this ball right now. Fails Animal Savagery. Whole lot of love. Beats up on some on I Can't Quit You Baby. Some Snotling gets KO'd. But going for the 3-die blitz. Dodge push on Hawk. Follows up into another dodge push. Really trying to get at these players. This Rat Ogre has Mighty Blow, gives him a +1 to the armor or the injury roll, but also has Claw. So instead of a 9+, he'll treat that armor like an 8+. Confirmation bias does say that. All right, lots of blocks taken by Stairway to Nuffle. Are they going to try to score this turn? Not with a successful dodge. I think they're going to try to keep this ball safe for another turn. 2-die block on Zamet gets a pal here. Another 2-die. Gap here. Oh, goes for the foul, gets called off. Oh no! One for the foul, got nothing out of the foul, got called off the pitch. This is going to give the real American heroes a shot at a cheeky blitz on the ball carrier here. I think they agreed to play sevens. Rushes in, doesn't take the blitz. Gonna take the blitz with Snake Eyes instead. 2-die blitz takes it with Snake Eyes due to the block skill, but that's not gonna be enough. Does he spend the final reroll here? He doesn't. It's gonna be a dodge push. He elected to follow up, but now he's gonna need to cover the sideline. Trying to mark a number of these players to stop any sort of coverage, any sort of screen, any sort of pocket on this ball carrier. But yeah, it's got to cover that sideline. Three plus dodge, 2+ dodge, rush into position. Great mark here by Hawk Obliger. Real American Heroes trying to shut this down right here. Second quarter begins for Stairway to Nuffle. Failed the animal savagery roll again. Is going to beat up on either on one of two goblins. Going for a blitz on Shipwreck. 2-die blitz. Gets a push out of this. Has to follow up due to Frenzy. Ow. Great chain push here to get that ball carrier. Apparently there was a score. Oh, I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. Oh no. I don't even know if it's fixed. It's fixed now. Man. Oh man. Oh, that bums me out. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. Sometimes it just gets stuck. I don't know why. 1-0. Stairway to Nuffle takes the lead. Oh. So obnoxious. Stairway to Nuffle. Eldon Rudo's patented split anchor formation here. As his three-man defensive line shifted to the right of the rest of the anchor. Two-man player advantage currently for Stairway to Nuffle. Look at their swarming roll. That bums me out, man. Oh man. Well, it depends on what you're doing. Like if you set up an anchor, but then you start moving as if to screen, then maybe you probably don't want an anchor. I mean, offensive line for the Real American Heroes. Ah, man, I can't believe I missed the touchdown. Here's the kick. Two players are going to come back onto the pitch here for Stairway to Nuffle. So 13 players on the pitch for Stairway to Nuffle versus 9 for the Real American Heroes. They'd be able to try to get a free pickup here on the ball. Probably going in the hands of Duke. Yes, indeed. And he got the catch. Good reception by Duke. He's got the ball on his own 10-yard line in the left wide zone now. Von Rue, hey, welcome to the stream. Two-die block on the line. Right side of the line will be a push against Hawk. A push against Traveling Side Blues by Hawk. Do you prefer Ava or Unit? Nobody's ever called me Unit, so Ava's fine. Ava Unit 2. Or whatever. Those are fine. Mr. Unit. Evangelion Unit 2 production model. That's fine too. 2-9 block. Just gets a dodge push out of this. Couple of pushes off the line here for Real American Heroes. They're down to one reroll for the half. 25 seconds left on the clock here in turn 5. They're going to advance the ball to their cage at the 4-yard line. Oh, and you know what else I was talking about American Gladiators? There's apparently an Australian version that's going on at the same time. That's twice the Gladiators. I want an American Gladiators that is like the British Gladiators, man, but not like that Gladiators they tried like 10 years ago, where it was all like gruff and mean and like I don't want that. I just want. If we really go back to the days of reality TV, I wouldn't say American Gladiators is reality TV. It's just a sports show, right? It's just a competition. Like it's not like it's set up like a tournament, right? It's a single elimination bracket. The only thing I don't like about the new British Gladiators is that I've never seen the old British Gladiators, but the Eliminator doesn't have any gladiators in it, which is really weird. Okay, well then, fair enough. Then I guess it is reality TV. Turn 6 back to Stairway to Nuffle. 3 turns to try to get on the board here after giving up a TD to that pain in the butt ramble on gutter runner. 2 heads, big hands, block and dodge, AG2 plus MA9. Yeah, the only 2 sports I watch, and I'm counting Gladiators as one of them, is Gladiators and Pro Kabaddi League. Kabaddi and American Gladiators, that's all I watch. Unless you count Battle Report on Warhammer Plus. I watch that too. 50 seconds left in turn 6 for Stairway to Nuffle. All 3 of their rerolls still on deck. Zartan, the number 3 blodger, threatening to be a receiver in the right wide zone, takes a mark with Heartbreaker. Moves when the levy breaks, the number 6 clan rack back toward that receiver as well. Shifts communication breakdown over the right. Currently a linebacker. And now going for the 2-die blitz. Gets a pal on Zartan. Wow. Needs a 9+ to break armor. Good knockdown. Plenty of movement left with this clan rat. Might set him up here. Might move him further up pitch. No, it keeps him where he is. Ramble on's going to move to Mark Zartan as well. Is he going to try to foul Zartan? He's got 4 assists. Dazed and confused, maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 6. Rush foul. Got a KO out of it. Wow. That was a +4. Got called off the pitch. That is his 3rd ejection from the game. What a dirty, dirty player. Not one of the players, El Numerino. 2 ejections due to fouls. 1 ejection. Well, I guess all 3 are due to fouls, but 1 was a secret weapon as well. Turn 6 for the Real American Heroes. Three turns to get on the board. Real American Heroes will be on offense to start the second half. If they can score here, they'll be in great shape. The dirtiest of all the players. Minute 7 on the clock. Dead Fred really considering where he wants to end up. Has the ball on his own 4-yard line. He's at mid-pitch. Declares a blitz. Double pals on Houses of the Holy. 8+ breaks armor. Remember, they're stunty as well. My goodness, what a kick that was. Good stun. Follows up. Declared that blitz so he could move. Von Roos says, interesting guards around that rat ogre. They're there for the animal savagery, no doubt. There's one behind him as well. Yeah, moves that blitzer down pitch. Blitzer on the opposing 12-yard line now. So open up a hole at mid-pitch. Probably try to cage up on the 14. And that's exactly what he does. One rush to get Duke into position. Good dodge. Was that dodge even necessary? Maybe it was. Opened up a hole on the blitz to move this ball down pitch to the 14. Well done by Dead Fred. Remember, Real American Heroes have already been eliminated from the Chaos Cup, but Stairway to Nuffle has not. They have to get a win if they want to stay alive. Otherwise, they will be eliminated as well. Real American Heroes really dipping into bonus time. Both teams down to just a few minutes left on the clock. 4:17 for Dead Fred, 3:18 for Stairway to Nuffle. Turn 7 now. Duke in scoring position. Stairway to Nuffle's going to have to reposition this defense. And the British gladiators have they've reused some of the American gladiators names. I don't know if they were the same names from the old British gladiators, but Ron Rude cheering for the defense. Thank you for the bits. They have a nitro. I'm like, that's not nitro. They have a diamond. I'm like, that's not diamond. And then they have a deaf gladiator, and they introduced her as the first deaf gladiator. I was like, not the first. Still, I really enjoy the show. They've got a little bit of kayfabe, but I don't know how I feel about it yet. But they've got a couple of bad guys. They've got Viper and some other guy. I don't remember what his name is. But they act, they act like heels. I don't know how I feel about that. 5 seconds left on the clock for Stairway to Nuffle. They're marking the front of this cage. Still have their blitz. Looks like they're going to take a 2-die on Gung Ho. Stairway to Nuffle back into bonus time. 3 minutes on the clock now. Good dodge by Tangerine. Fails the animal savagery roll with whole lot of love. Going for the blitz. Has to beat up on Dancing Days. Spent the reroll though. Failed the loader roll. Lost the reroll. Dancing Days removed from the pitch. He'll still get his action though. Big loss here for Stairway to Nuffle. 3-die blitz. They'll get the knockdown on Zamet. 9+, 8+ with Mighty Blow. Didn't get it. Two-die block on Gung Ho will be a knockdown. 9+ breaks armor. Got the armor break. Got a stun. 2 minutes left on the clock. Under 2 minutes now. Still has Ramble On to position. Might be thinking about whether he wants Ramble On to get into the action or whether he wants to keep him safe. I think he wants to get him into the action. Yes, indeed. Turn 7 for Real American Heroes now. The entire cage is marked, save for the back right corner. Yeah, Von Roos has a lot of game left to play, using up that clock early. Yeah, down to minute 44 for Stairway to Nuffle. 1 reroll left for the Real American Heroes, 2 for Stairway to Nuffle. Real American Heroes with the ball on the opposing 14-yard line. Looking for a way to open up a hole. Really have an option, number 6 and number 4. Number 4, however, has the block skill. Good positioning by El Nubarino to make the more enticing target the harder one to hit. RuPaul says, I hope it's not the lag we had early on in the season. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I mean, I get... Well, what sort of person would I be if I didn't agree? 1-die block on... A 1-die blitz with when the levee breaks. Gets a push out of this, considering the reroll. He has the block skill. He says, I'll take the push. I'll take the push. Follows up. So it's one, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 rush to score. He has a reroll. He'll need to dodge as well. 2+ dodge to 1 rush. That's 2 2+ rolls. Good dodge. Decided to make that 2 dodges instead. Could have made it with 1. That's all right. Doesn't matter, either a dodge or a rush. They're both the same. Well done by Dead Fred to tie this ball game up. Yeah. Good score. Now the Real American Heroes to set up their defense. They are slowly running out of players. They're down to 9. 1 turn left in the half, unless there's a timeout. Oh, they lost a Witch Elf too? Oh, man. Real American Heroes will be on offense to start the second half of the game. If they can hold Stairway to Nuffle here and score in the second half, then Stairway to Nuffle is going to have a lot of work ahead of them. They can't advance without a win. A draw will not be enough. Breaking down the anchor here. 3 on the line. 6 linebackers. Let's go. Stairway to Nuffle. I think they're all out of snot lanes. Yeah, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 players to field. 2-man player advantage for Stairway to Nuffle, but they'll get no more swarming rolls. Here's the kick. Gutter runner back to receive. Unless there's a timeout, El Norino will not be able to score here. That's a timeout. That's a timeout. 2 turns now for Stairway to Nuffle to try to get back in the lead. But that is a great kick by the Real American Heroes. That ball hit the end zone. And now Stairway to Nuffle has 26 spaces to move in 2 turns. Oh boy, that gutter runner is probably somebody he wants up on the line. 2-die block, gets a push against Shipwreck on the line. Two-die block now against Heartbreaker, gets a POW. Or by Heartbreaker against Tomax, gets a POW. Two-plus ball pickup. Good pickup. Declares a pass. Short pass. Failed the 50-50 pass. He'll probably spend the reroll here. Yes, indeed. Fails the catch. Probably spends the final reroll here. Good catch. When the levee breaks, the number 6 Clan Rat in possession of the ball. He's got to move if he wants to score. He doesn't have to GFI to be in scoring position. Stairway to Nuffle with 1:25 left on the bonus clock. 1-die block on Zamet, gets a push. Still has a blitz. Whole lot of love. Probably the blitzer. Under a minute in bonus time for Stairway to Nuffle. This turn is crucial for them if they want to make the top 4, so they're taking their time. Here it is, 2-die block against Gung Ho. This is a both down result. Why was that not a both down result? Oh, because he's got Juggernaut. Yeah. Good call. Ends up getting a push out of the frenzy block as well. Turn 7 now for the Real American Heroes. Stairway to Nuffle with just 19 seconds left on the bonus clock for the rest of the game. The Real American Heroes, 5 free players to try to stop this score. They might just set up some columns here to make it as hard as possible. They can put player here, player here, player here, player here, player here, player here, and I think they're golden. Looks like Dead Fred's going to do just that. Yeah, there are 2 columns. It might even be enough, because one lateral move, he'd have to dodge. Yeah, going for the blitz here. Got a pal in the Houses of the Holy. We'll follow up to mark the ball carrier. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He can still move diagonally, but boy, that's a hard move. Oh, didn't follow up. He's really afraid of the GFI, but I think that's fair. I think that's good positioning with the blitzer. Dude, I block back at the line of scrimmage. It's Pal here. Traveling Riverside Blues. He's gonna get knocked down, but doesn't break armor. Two-die block on Heartbreaker, a Pal. Break here either. Yeah, good dodge. Typically a 2+ dodge, 3+2 to prehensile tail. Moves gung-ho back to mid-pitch, and now Stairway to Nuffle with no re-rolls left. They've got some work to do. I don't think it can do any better than than this here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2+ or -2 dodge to a positive dodge. And then a rush, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't go that way. Can't go that way. So he's gonna have to blitz down Snake Eyes, maybe? Nope, gonna go after Zartan. Just needs to get a push. Two-die block. Double skulls isn't enough! Good effort by Stairway to Nuffle, but they're not gonna get it here. Tried to break down one of these columns. Went after Zartan. He's a blodger. Really just needed a push out of it, but double skulls is what Nuffle had in store for him. And this half is going to end 1-1. 3-die block on I Can't Quit You, baby. Breaks armor. Yes, indeed. Another snotling removed. Oh, boy. Real American Heroes will be on offense to start the second half of this game, and if they can get on the board again, then the Real American Hero, or Stairway to Nuffle, is really going to have their work cut out for them. Two marks on the ball carrier. Looks like he's going to be blitzing that number 6 Clan Rat. 3 marks now. Stairway to Nuffle give it their all there to try to score. Out of resources. They just couldn't make it happen. And now they're going to go into the second half with only 19 seconds left on the bonus clock. Good surf here by Scarlet. We'll see if this surf sticks. It does. Excellent surf in the final turn of the game here by the real American hero. Heroes, but Scarlet's the real American hero. Wow, set up the surf. Had to set it up that way because these snotlings. Oh, that wasn't a snotling. That was a clan rat. That's fine. But the snotlings have side steps, so you can't give them anywhere to go. Second half's about to begin. Boy, it has been a brutal game. 1-1 the score. Real American Heroes set up on offense. Nine players on the pitch for Stairway to Nuffle. Stairway to Nuffle with their split anchor there. Looks like they're grouping up their players now that they're down a few. Not only will they start with only 9 on the pitch, but they have no more snotlings left. Well, I mean, if they're starting with 9 on the pitch, obviously they have nothing left. But they're not going to get their swarming either. Briefly toying with the idea of keeping that defense real tight. I think that would have been a mistake, and Dead Fred would have capitalized on that by enveloping that defense. Decides to spread that defense out a little bit more. 3 on the line, and now Dead Fred to set up. 9v9 on the pitch. Real American Heroes with 2 re-rolls for the game. With 3, both teams still have their apothecary. Everybody knows doctors only heal 1 person a day. After that, they're like, come on, man, seriously? I've got a Parcheesi match to get to. Come on. Four players on the line for the Real American Heroes. Five on the line now. Snake Eyes the center. 2 blodgers on the right side. Two wide in either wide zone. Scarlet, the Witch Elf, halfback. Duke, the runner. Kickoff return. He'll be the quarterback for this drive. As he always is, he's Duke. Here's the kick. Stairway to Nuffle does not have a kicker. Most teams not going to have a kicker this early in the season. High kick. Real American Heroes are going to get an opportunity to get this ball in Duke's hands without having to roll for it. There it is. Well done. Turn 9 now for the Real American Heroes. They have a line to block down. They have a blitz. And they've got a touchdown to score. 2-die block to get things started against the left defensive tackle. Gets a pal here, looking for an 8+. Decided to split up those blodgers. He put Zartan, the number 3 blodger, in the center position, and left Hawk, the number 2 blitzer, in the right tackle position. 2-die block on the center defensive tackle, gets a knockdown. 1 more player to go, and that's a dodge push. Man, I gotta go to the grocery store. I hate going to the grocery store, man. It's just like a chore. And I swear, like every year, just food is more. It's like 10% more expensive than it was the previous year. Dude, I blitz. Gets a dodge push against traveling Riverside Blues. But I do like to eat, so there's that, I guess. 10 seconds left on the clock. Moves that ball one space forward to the 16-yard line. Not getting super aggressive with this ball. Back to Stairway to Nuffle. Stands up that dispersed line. Rat Ogre blitz, 2-die blitz on that left receiver. Gets a pal here. Mighty Blow makes this an 8+. Couldn't get it, unless you did need it, and then you get the +1 on the injury roll. Oh, Mighty Blow really makes that a 7+. He has claws. Oh, they don't. Thanks, Moob09. I didn't know that. I guess that's a change for BB 2020. Three assists on this upcoming foul. Didn't break armor, didn't get called off. Seven seconds left on the clock. Only has 19 seconds left in bonus time, so he really doesn't want to burn it. Turn 10, back to the real American heroes. Stairway to Nuffle really doesn't want to give up this TD. The Real American Heroes win this game, they will remain in contention. Otherwise, we'll be down to 2 teams left. 3 guaranteed to make it to the semifinals, 2 teams left duking it out for the 4th spot. Those 4 teams will advance to a single elimination bracket. The winner of the Chaos Cup will earn an invitation to the Blood Bowl later in the season, and the runner-up will earn an invitation in the lower bracket of the Blood Bowl. One minute. No real activity. Took a block. Got a push. Removals in this game so far. Breaks up, make that 11 now. This is a KO. Stairway to Nuffle really considering whether to try to keep this player on the pitch or not. Use the Apothecary, and it worked out. Instead of a KO, gets a stun. Communication breakdown's going to stay on the pitch after that blitz. It is a bloodbath. Snake Eyes is going to move down pitch. Is he going to try to hand off? Hand off to Scarlet? He is. Hands off to Scarlet. Good handoff. Scarlet's going to advance to the opposing 8-yard line. Has a reroll for a dodge. 2+ dodge. There's that reroll. He's trying to calculate if he actually needs it or not. I think he does, yeah. He uses the reroll. And now a 2-die block on Houses of the Holy gets a dodge push. Hasn't stood up Shipwreck. That's fine. Turn 10 back to Stairway to Nuffle now. Ball got past them. Can they stop the score? We might see a Ramble On go in on the uphill block on Scarlet. Marks the left side of the cage, marks the front of the cage. Takes a mark on Gung Ho. I think he might try it. Three-die block on Zemet with Whole Lot of Love. Gets a POW out of this. Can't break armor. Scarlet currently in scoring position. If the Real American Heroes can score, Stairway to Nuffle has got a lot of work to do in a very small amount of time. Stairway to Nuffle with 15 seconds on the clock now. Still haven't used their blitz. 10 seconds. Yeah, going in on the uphill blitz. It's going to have to be a push result. He'll push her right here. Four seconds left on the clock. That's it. Stairway to Nuffle has run out of bonus time. They will have 2 minutes on the clock for the remainder of the game. Turn 11 now, back to the Real American Heroes. They still have 3 minutes, 7 seconds on the bonus clock. Two-die block on Ramble On. It's either a both standing result or a dodge push. Chooses a dodge push. Probably pushes him to the right here. He's going to keep a mark on the ball carrier. Two-die block on Black Dog here is a POW. Armor break could be huge. Great stun by the Real American Heroes. Two-die block by the ball carrier. Results in a dodge push against the Houses of the Holy. She'll follow up into a, oh no, into double skulls. She can't take that. Oh man! Couldn't take the double skulls, spent the final team reroll into double skulls once more. And Dead Fred's heart breaks. As do the bones of Scarlet. The Witch Elf KO'd. The ball bounces to the 12. Took that blitz, frenzy follow-up into double skulls, spent a reroll into quad skulls. Dead Fred loses his second Witch Elf, and now Stairway to Nuffle with hope. Two-die block on the blitzer here. Gets a knockdown. Stairway to Nuffle only has 45 seconds on the clock. They have no more bonus time. $20 seconds. Blitz by the gutter runner. Gets a pal here with 13 seconds left. Gotta click that die. The clock runs on animations too. 2+ pickup on the ball. Good pickup. The ball's in the hands of Ramble On now. Turn 12 for the Real American Heroes. Oh, Eric Lionheart, thank you so much. Stairway to Nuffle. No bonus time left. 3 rerolls. They are still in this competition. Real American Heroes have already been eliminated. But of course, Dead Fred playing for SPP for the next competition of the season. Stairway to Nuffle. Hope is still alive, trying to make the cut and earn themselves a spot in the Blood Bowl. Yeah, New Marino's gonna have to have a plan ready to go right when that clock starts ticking down from 2 minutes. $50 seconds left for Real American Heroes. They still have 3 minutes, 2 seconds in bonus time, but they have no rerolls left for the game. Probably try, I don't know if probably is the right word. They may try to blitz the gutter runner. It'd be a 2-die blitz, but they'd have to get a POW. Otherwise, they reset their defense to try to get in front of this gutter runner. But boy, it is going to be a nightmare to defend against. They are going to go for the 2-die blitz. Double POWs! Will the gutter runners stay on the pitch? 8+ is not a lot. No, he will not! Holy smokes! Double POWs on that blitz. The ball now on the 14. Two-die blitz. Got the pal. Remove that gutter runner. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? In the middle of a replay. Went for the ball. The Real American Heroes went for the ball pickup. They got the ball pickup and then tried to rush to safety. Failed the rush. And then that player, that player was removed. Duke out of the game. The ball now. The ball now on Stairway to Nuffle's own 18-yard line on the left sideline. Oh, SP Beaver, thank you for the bits with the emergency rush warning. Holy moly! Great blitz! Gutter runner was removed, and then Duke, trying to rush away, fell and broke his back. Blitz by Stairway to Nuffle. They get a push and follow up. They're still in this ball game. 2-9 block back at the line of scrimmage. Gets a pow on Gun Ho. This game. Goodness gracious. Takes a mark on Heartbreaker with Traveling Riverside Blue. I'm sorry, takes a mark on Tomax with Traveling Riverside Blues. Fails the dodge. 3+ dodge doesn't work out. Fourth quarter begins. Real American Heroes lost possession of the ball. It is now on Stairway to Nuffle's 18-yard line on the left sideline. Crucially, the Real American Heroes have no rerolls left for the game. Let's count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 permanent removals this game. Counting the secret weapon. I believe it's 8v7 on the pitch. Stairway to Nuffle with a one-man player advantage. Not gonna rush on the ball, huh? 30 seconds left on the clock with 2 minutes 31 seconds on the bonus clock. Real American Heroes. When you have no rerolls left, it's become really tough. Suddenly that 83% is a... Good 3+ dodge. Away from that Rat Ogre. Real American Heroes trying to protect the ball. Trying to prevent Stairway to Nuffle from scoring. Real American Heroes under 2 minutes on the bonus clock. That Rat Ogre tail looks absolutely menacing. I hate it. I hate it so much. Fred taking his time. Crucial turn here. Declaring a blitz. One die blitz into a skull. Not going to work out. Hawk's going to get knocked down. He's going to stay on the pitch. Turn 13. Stairway to Nuffle has 4 turns to try to win this game. They have a 1-man player advantage and 3 rerolls. Remember, unlike the LRB6, you can spend multiple team rerolls a turn. You just can't spend more than 1 team reroll per die pool. One of the few remaining snotlings, good times, bad times. Is going to move forward to mark Zartan, the blitzer. Or is he a blitzer? He's Zartan. He could be an ogre. 2-die blitz gets a push on Zartan. This frees up Black Dog. Is he going to try to pick the ball up? He is going to try to pick the ball up. 50-50 pickup works out. Stairway to Nuffle is 4 spaces away from a touchdown, but they can't do it with the current ball carrier. Ooh. A rush dodge. 3+, 2+. Is that the right order of the rolls? You do the rush first? Two-die block with the red ogre. Oh, you're absolutely right. He is on defense. Excuse me. He is. He's 22 spaces away from scoring. You know, with any modular arithmetic, or with an arbitrary modular arithmetic scheme, I can make 4 = 22. Real American heroes. 3 turns left. Getting down to the nitty-gritty here. Stairway to Nuffle has the ball, but they've got a long way to go. They can absolutely do it. But they've got a gaggle of elves standing in their way. Crucially, they've lost their gutter runner. Eric Langenhart says elves are 3 2+ rolls away from scoring. They could do it, and if they do, they will all but have eliminated Stairway to Nuffle from the Chaos Cup. Failed the dodge. Turn 14 for Stairway to Nuffle. Let's go. Communication breakdown, the likely target for a ball. For the ball. Sweet Buddy says, no dodging in Blood Bowl. If communication breakdown can get this ball, oh man, Stairway to Nuffle will be in real good shape here. Here it is, handoff attempt. Or a pass. Yeah, quick pass. Good reception, well done. And now communication breakdown is going to run into the right wide zone. We'll probably see a blitz to reposition. Oh, probably Shipwreck. Failed another dodge. Failed another dodge. 2 rushes to the good pass to communication breakdown. Communication breakdown now on the opposing 14-yard line on the right sideline. I don't think there's anything that the Real American Heroes can do at this point. Yeah, they can't get a mark on the ball. Can't just shy of getting a mark on the ball. Wow, what a hard-fought game that was. It's not over, but Stairway to Nuffle will score on turn 15. That'll leave 1 turn left on the clock unless there's a timeout, and if there is, the Real American Heroes could try to tie this game up. Unless, oh, you know what? Just stall this out until turn 16. Who can get there? Nobody can get there. Yeah, stall this out till turn 16. What a hard-fought match. Stairway to Nuffle and El New Marino deserve every bit of this win. Real American Heroes and Dead Fred put up an excellent fight and did not want this team advancing. Tried their absolute best. Great competitor. Yeah, the only way it works out is with a timeout. Two-die block on Heartbreaker. Gets a foul here. Let's see if he can get some SPP. Well done. Two-die block on House of the Holy will be a dodge push. Sweet buddy says he could have chain pushed the guy, then double rushed to tag the ball. You know what? If he could, that is not something I would have ever seen in my entire life. But good for you for identifying it. That's why I want to be like Doug's 5-0. It's called off on the foul here. That'll be a turnover. Turn 15 coming up. Stairway to Nuffle's going to score this ball. Yeah, well done. 2-1 the score. Wow. Just waltz that ball in. One turn left in this game. Stairway to Nuffle with just 7 players on the pitch. If we get a timeout, there will be 2 turns left, and then the Real American Heroes will have a shot at tying this ball game up. And if they do, they will eliminate Stairway to Nuffle. just 2 players over 1 full team left on the pitch. 7v6 now. They're playing the wrong game. Real American Heroes, if they want to stop, they want to shut down Stairway to Nuffle's ability to make the top four. They'll want to put some players on the line here, just shy of the line. Hope for that timeout. Gung Ho back to receive. They don't have Duke anymore. 5 on the line. They can get away with Gung Ho because there's no kicker for Stairway to Nuffle, but Stairway to Nuffle is still going to try to kick this into a corner. Here we go. Will there be a timeout? There will not. It will be a pitch invasion. And with 1 turn left, there's nothing that the real American heroes can do. Great kick by Stairway to Nuffle, by the way. Parked it right in the corner. Stairway to Nuffle is going to eke out a 2-1 victory here. And they're going to keep their hopes alive at making the cut. Three-die block on the line. It's a pow against that number 11 Snotling. Gets a stun. He's looking for casualties to get some SPP. It's another 3-die on Tangerine. 6+, breaks armor. Odds are that he will. There it is. 2 more SPP. Well done. Gonna try to blitz Black Dog, it looks like. Here it is. 2-die blitz. It's gonna be a both standing result. Gung Ho can get on the ball. He'll pull Shipwreck back as a potential receiver to get some SPP on Gung Ho. Nope, no he won't. All right. Rush pickup on the ball. I don't think he can pass it to anyone, right? 2, 2, 3, 2. This is as far as he can go. Final turn of this game. 1:50 seconds left on the clock. Stairway to Nuffle is going to stay alive in this competition in this final game of regulation play. They pulled out a 2-1 victory in this hard-fought match. And now they're looking for SPP to close this game out. Got the knockdown, didn't break armor. Stairway to Nuffle might be setting up an old GG foul. 1-die block, got a push, spent the final reroll to get the pow on Tomax. Didn't get anything out of that. That's the game. 2-1 the final. Well done by both coaches. El Nubarino keeps it alive here in the Chaos Cup. Boy. What a game. Ramble on, the MVP for Stairway to Nuffle, and Scarlet, the MVP for the Real American Heroes. I agree 100%. SPP for the night. 14 for Stairway to Nuffle, 13 for Real American Heroes. That's a great pickup by both coaches. And there you have it. With that win, Stairway to Nuffle has advanced into 4th place in this final week of regulation play, but they are by no means safe. Cenozoic Park and Maximum Von Sydow are gunning for him. Maximum Von Sydow is going to have a real hard time trying to beat out Stairway to Nuffle, but Cenozoic Park really just needs a win. So congratulations to El Marino. Still not out of the woods yet, but did his best and has made it into 4th place here. Well done. And that'll do it for tonight. That was a fun game. That was a fun pair of games, man. Super exciting finale here tonight. We've got another game scheduled. That'll be tomorrow night, Monday, February 19th at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's going to be Richard Cranium versus Malik. I Want to Be Like Doug versus Maximum Von Cito. I Want to Be Like Doug, guaranteed to make it to the semifinals. They will be the first place seed. Maximum Von Cito needs a win, and it needs to be a big win in order for them to advance to the semifinals. But we're going to see if he can make it happen tomorrow night. There's one more game to be scheduled, and after that, the semifinals in this first competition of the season will begin. And when those games start to be scheduled, you'll be able to check out and get alerted to those schedules on our website at maml.club. That's MAML.club here on Twitch or on our social media pages on Blue Sky, Twitter, and Facebook. You can also watch previous games on our YouTube channel. Play Blood Bowl, man. This game is so much fun. You can play Blood Bowl via Blood Bowl 3 on Steam, the Epic Game Store, PlayStation, and Xbox, and in tabletop form at your friendly local game store. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thanks for hanging out, Von Roo. Until tomorrow night, Monday, February 19th at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, take care, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening.